global happenings today. We communicate, we analyze global news. Stay tuned.
Hello, beautiful people. Welcome to Global Happenings today. With the bags of rice, sharing of bags of rice trending in social media, where politicians are giving thank you gifts to their supporters, to their fans, their loyalists in their parties. A lot of well-meaning Nigerians, especially politicians, have decided to tell Nigerians, judging the fact that there is hunger in the land, and you may not be able to stop Nigerians from collecting some of this national moi in the vein of in the event of them being given some of these things ahead of the elections or even during the elections, and it's telling Nigerians to do this with utmost effect. But the question now is, will Nigerians be able to? We're going to find out in a moment what these prominent politicians, in fact a former governor, told Nigerians to do. Don't forget, during the primaries, both primaries for APC and PDP, it was, even though they don't want to say, it was allegedly dollarized. All right, it seemed to be everybody was smiling to the banks, except for the aspirant that lost out. The delegates were really smiling to the banks, and this is what former governor of Gombe State is telling Nigerians to do, regardless. And honestly, our vote must count this time, and we must shine our eyes. If you must give to the highest bidder, you find out what he said that is quite interesting. Well, according to him, he said the former governor of Gombe State, has said via his social media page as at this morning that your vote must not be cheap. If you must sell this vote, please don't make it cheap. Don't cheapen yourself. It doesn't have to be a bag of rice or 1,000 or 10,000 or even 13,000 to shock you what he told Nigerians to demand for. Well, he said if you must be bought, starting price should be $50,000. Yes. If you have to, if you cannot resist bribe, or you cannot resist appreciation, if you cannot resist charity from some of these politicians, after all, delegates collected indoors. Why shouldn't you collect your own too indoors? They say if you must, at least let it be $50,000. At least that's almost 35 million naira, which might set you up for the next 4 years. But the question is, which politician will give you $50,000? The question is, let's be truthful to ourselves. Some of these guys, they have their agents. Okay, their agents, and the agents will tell you for what. Even delegates gone. We did not even give delegates $55,000. We know how much we gave them. We now give you 50 for what? For one vote. My dear, my manager is 5,000. You take this half bag of rice, or else you get out. Last, it may eventually get to talk receive, or it may even get to the level of ballot snatching. But let's find out eventually how it will play out. Nigerians have reacted to this because honestly, this is the very first time I will hear if a politician tell Nigerians, if you must sell your vote, sell it. Starting price 50,000 in dollars, so please, not in naira, in dollars, so that by the time you convert it, you are looking at maybe approximately 35 million naira. You can now use it to start up business. But let's be truthful, which politician? How many can they buy? That which means it's mission impossible. If we all agree that our vote for every of our one vote is 35 million naira or 50 million naira, which means it may almost be difficult for them to buy this vote. It may be difficult for them to buy this vote, and that means they will have to resort to the last option, which may be through tokenism, ballot snatching. But then we have youth that will be on ground to monitor that, and of course there have been adjustments in our electoral act, remember, so it may be a win-win for everyone that wants transparency. But let's see how it plays out eventually in the coming months. But of course, Nigerians have reacted to this. They are looking at it as mission impossible. Some people said it's not even possible. The truth is, some persons will still collect 5,000, some will collect 2,000. It's not everyone that have that big heart to make demands over, some persons, even bag of rice is too big. This one here say, laugh out loud. Where you want see that? Even if the aspirant won't use the electorate to do blood money, if it reach that one now. Election is cheap in Nigeria, so rest with the level of poverty. With the level of poverty right now, people will still sell their vote for as low as 200 naira. And that will be, and I don't know what he's trying to write though. This person here is saying, you can't give delegate 5k and give me five. You can't give delegate $5,000 and come and give me 5,000 naira. It's not gonna happen. Okay, another person here is saying, unfortunately, they are sharing Omo and 500 naira for vote in some areas, especially in rural areas. It's really sad. Another person here is saying, well, his point is that your vote is not for sale, and that's true. No right thinking politician will give you one vote for $50,000. For what now? What is that? What special vote? What is your number going to add? So what he's trying to tell you in effect, in summary, is don't sell your vote. Starting price is $50,000, which means that you're not affordable. All right, he said, well, his point is that your vote is not for sale, but in reality, most poverty stricken fellows will sell their votes for even $1. However, if you must sell, still go ahead to vote your choice candidate. God bless you. Honestly, you can't stop these guys from giving you charity. You can't stop them from giving you bribe. You can't try to stop them from giving you family support. But whatever they're giving to you, please vote your conscience. Vote the candidate of your conscience. Genuinely, if you check your heart, you will know the person. Think of, if you are too aged, think of your children. If you have not given birth, think of the next generation. If you don't want to even get married, why not think of those who have gotten married for a better Nigeria, so that you can have something to eat, to rest, and better security. And it begins with you and I. It begins with you not selling your vote. And if you must, after selling it, don't feel guilty about buying or collecting their gift. Actually, when you collect it, say that, tell yourself that you just took what belongs to you. Then vote the right conscience. Vote your conscience. Vote for the right person. That way, posterity will even smile at you for doing the right thing. Whether we all vote right or not, whoever wins, all of us will either enjoy it together or suffer it together. Are we not tired of the suffering? The same process. Whatever you do, remember, it's going to take another 4 years, minimum 8 years maximum, if Nigeria still stays together as one big family. So you need to look at all these things before you cast your vote, so that your vote will count indeed. Well, this one here is saying, it will shock you, say, another person here is saying, but it's so shameful the APC and PDP primaries did not produce quality candidates, but rather the very corrupt and bribe-leading delegate system almost helplessly left us with a choice of questionable characters. It is well. Another person here is saying, uh, the man is right. Selling your vote in Naira is as useless as it can come. Let your starting price be $50,000 upwards. Tinubu and Atiku have the money to pay, so let's sell it to the highest bidder and let any of them buy Nigeria as his personal estate, just like they bought Lagos since 1999. God forbid. It will never happen. Even if they give it to you, even if you were to pay for $50,000, vote for the candidate of your choice. Even if they say, okay, fine, $50,000 upward, still go ahead and vote your right candidate. If you do this, it's over. The one we call in Nigeria, after the election, they should just divide the country. If they finish selling this vote for $50,000 and you collect, and Nigerians collect, and they're able to pay, and you vote them in, forget it. There's no Nigeria again. Whatever you see after now, take it. I'm even saying, even if you must collect because of, okay, they want to give you the money, but please vote the right person. Vote for your conscience. Don't vote because of the money. I'm not even looking at people. Look at where this one is coming from. This one is already hunger stricken already. What is writing that he wants to collect the money, and whatever they want to do with the country, they should do. So that means after collecting the money, you still vote for them. Please let me know in the comment section what's your take on this, please.